And this is the other side of these cases and situations like this that people don't talk about. A lot of people speak on an individual getting their life took, but they don't think about the parents and how everyone that's around them gonna be affected. This is just a prime example, and I mean a clear video example of a parent that emotions got the best of him. This is all frustration, all anger, all sadness, and all guilt left out in one situation. Could you imagine, bro, your son getting his life took and you find and you see the guy that's responsible for your son killing? That's something that people don't talk about. It takes a lot of guts to forgive someone, and the average parent would have probably did the same thing. But the sad case about this situation is I think this might have made it worse for his son case, and it possibly could cause this dude to get off on it, bro. And that's the worst part about it, bro.
Is that Chris?
Man, what is good, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, bro. It's Lucas J here, y'all, back with another video, man. And today, y'all, we got a very crazy and a wild video to talk about. Now, it seems like in today's classroom, y'all, we got a North Carolina father on the roster who's pretty much been going viral all on social media after he was arrested, after he pretty much attacked his son, alleged killer suspect, in court and busted his face, and it was all caught on video, and it got social media in an uproar. Now, it's so crazy, y'all. I don't blame nobody but myself and my channel, bro. I supposed to make this video 2 days ago, bro. And now that it's like, it's 2 days later, like I should have been made this video. Now we're going to talk about it, bro. And we're going to get into it. But before we do real quick, y'all know my little routine. Just hit that like button, you feel me? And comment, tap in if you tapped in down below. And also smash the notification bell. So for one, I can keep y'all updated on this situation. But also, bro, y'all can just be notified anytime I drop a video in general, bro. Now, as I said, it seems like a North Carolina man has been trending all over social media after he caught his son, alleged killer, in the courtroom and put hands and feet on him.
Once you kill my motherfucking nephew, nigga, Joe Holler, nigga, shut that nigga out, shut that nigga out, get out of here, shut that nigga out, bro, shut that. Yeah, nigga, you killed my motherfucking nephew, yeah, nigga, you killed my nephew, you killed my nephew, you killed my motherfucking nephew, nigga, yeah, you killed my motherfucking nephew, nigga.
Now, a lot of y'all may be confused on what's going on and who these individuals are and what's the backstory behind it. Don't worry, I'm gonna break everything down. Come on now. You know I can't go a video without putting y'all on. I mean, at this point, bro, if you ain't making no money and you ain't getting no type of income on social media, it's literally your fault. Scrambly right now is like the biggest finesse on social media. These people are literally paying you to play games on your phone. A lot of y'all sit on y'all phone scrolling all day for free. The least you can do is make money while doing it. And the more you play it, the more you make. I mean, you got people cashing out $40 to $50 a day. But do you not know the more you play, the higher your level go, the more you gonna make? I mean, it's common sense, bro. It's easy money. But that's not even the best part. A lot of y'all be at work watching my videos. A lot of y'all be working out, listening to my video. Right now, you can earn money by them tracking your steps, bro. They're literally paying you to walk. I mean, bro, how more green can it get, bro? All you gotta do is log in and check in regular so that they can convert your steps into rewards. And you can easily cash out your money with Venmo, PayPal, or gift cards. All you gotta do is scan this QR code right here and click that link in the description down below, and you can start getting paid today. You're welcome again. Now, pretty much a 16-year-old Jamari Dixon was shot and killed, you feel me, back on May 23rd, 2025 last year. A shot along with 2 other people, one in critical, on a Friday night in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, the individual ended up getting shot that night, fighting for his life for 4 days, and he ended up passing away. And then one of the other guys that was shot also was in critical condition, and the other person ended up only getting shot in the ankle. Now, they ended up identifying the individual who took his life, which was the same guy that just got beat up in the courtroom, Mario McKnight, and they pretty much identified him due to videos and evidence pretty much pointing him out to be the shooter.
Update tonight, and what we now know was a triple shooting in a North Charlotte neighborhood from last week. Police now saying one of those shot has died. 16-year-old Jamarie Dixon was among those shot outside of a home on Stroud Park Court. This was Friday afternoon. It's just minutes away from Canton North End. Dixon and 2 others were taken to area hospitals, but Dixon died days later. There's no update on the condition of the other 2 or their ages. Police did arrest a man following that shooting. This is 20-year-old Marion McKnight. He's since been charged with 1 count of murder. McKnight remains in jail tonight under no.
Now, according to documents, pretty much they're saying that Marion McKnight was caught on video, but also they just said that, he pulled out a firearm, went to hit 3 people, and then he went into a nearby house, and literally he ended up getting arrested like that same night. Now, he ended up being charged initially with 3 attempted murders until, obviously Mr. Jamarie Dixon passed away, and then he ended up getting charged with a first-degree murder, also with 2 other attempted first degrees. Now, surprisingly, which I don't know how he ended up being let out of jail on $1 million bond, and that's pretty much where he ended up going to a court hearing, and that's how the father ended up catching him. Now, I see a lot of people covering this story, but it's a lot of things that they're leaving out the situation that kind of caught my attention, and I feel like need to be brought into context. Now, the article put out today said a murder suspect was hospitalized. The man was arrested after a fight at Mecklenburg County Courthouse on Thursday, officials said. The fight happened ahead of a court hearing for Marion McKnight, who was accused of killing Jamarie Dixon in May 2025, according to the Marcus, which, if y'all know what that means, that's an acronym for Mothers Advocating for Real Change and Unwavering Support. A spokesperson for the nonprofit said McKnight had repeatedly taunted Dixon family after being released on bond for the charge. He was appearing in court for a bond revocation hearing after violating his pretrial release conditions. They said Thursday incident took place between McKnight and Dixon's father. The emotional eruption that occurred in the courthouse hallway was not the act of a violent man, but the breaking point of a grieving father who has endured unimaginable loss, public humiliation, and injustice process that has repeatedly failed to protect his family. While the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Office did not state the names of those involved in it, it confirmed a defendant was taken to a hospital after an incident at the courthouse Thursday morning. The person who initiated the fight was taken into custody. Investigators haven't confirmed if the arrested person was Dixon's father, which we come to find out, obviously, it was his father. Now, as y'all see, that's something that I don't see a lot of people talking about. People are literally saying that Mr. McKnight was actually taunting the family after he was released on bail, or released on bond, and it kind of made sense. Now, hear me out. I'm not saying that he did that because obviously I don't know this individual, but I know a guy that's 20 years old and you release after pretty much catching a hat and injuring 2 people, and you released on bail. And the way this generation is, bro, the thing is to do something to somebody and laugh about them and diss them in songs or diss them on social media, and that's the new trend. Now, I ended up doing my research on Mr. Marion McKnight, and it seems like he's not, new to the system. I've seen he had literally like 7 mugshot within the last 2 years, so it seems like ain't no mystery in his history, and I can only imagine the pain that, a father goes through, because we all know losing a kid in general is a bad thing. But when you're a father, it hits different because your son's supposed to be like a mini you. You raise your son. We all know that, a man is meant to raise his son. So I can imagine you losing your son, your seed, due to some BS. But then not to mention, also, the guy that allegedly took your son's life is on social media time. That would make any father mad, and I can understand, like, that's just frustrations, and that's him just hitting to a breaking point. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, due to the state and in the eyes of the government, that's not the right thing to do. Now, not only did this situation happen, the other victim that was shot, because I see a lot of people not really covering him, the guy that ended up getting shot in the neck or whatever, he's actually paralyzed right now. Other guy that ended up being shot with him, his family spoke out, and they spoke about how they felt about the situation, and they feels that, Shaheem is actually a hero.
What Jamaria's dad did, it put smiles on all of our faces.
McKnight's charged with murder in Jamarie's death, but Talitha's son, Nazir, was also shot during the same incident. McKnight's charged with his attempted murder. Nazir was paralyzed from the waist down.
Got shot through his main jugular. He lost his life 2 times. They brought him back.
Talitha says their days are now filled with doctor's appointments, PT, OT, nurse visits.
I relive it every day. I cry every night. I thank God he spared my son's life But our life is just drastically changed.
Now, as y'all see, the family literally said that, this is a disaster. They're thankful that, their son here, but they feel as though, this like their life has changed forever, and they felt like he was a hero. So obviously something been going on behind the scene that we are not aware of. Now, Shaheem Snipes right now is arrested, and he has a GoFundMe right now. People are trying to set a GoFundMe for him because a lot of people feel as though they understand where he coming from, and they understand that, if anything, he didn't do nothing wrong. Now, I saw another video with the father, bro, and he ended up saying that, people are trying to make it seem like it was over some gang stuff and ops or whatever. But he said, come to find out, his son played football and he stayed out the way. He said his son was literally minding his business or whatever, and then shots went off and he got caught in the crossfire. So I'm thinking maybe he wasn't the initial target, but it just doesn't make sense, and I couldn't even imagine, being a father and seeing the individual who took my son's life, like the guy that came out of me, that I raised up for 16 years. I couldn't imagine seeing that guy face to face, like seeing this person that's responsible for taking my son's life face to face. It would take a lot of praying and a lot of will, bro, a lot of strength for me not to do something, because you already took my son's life, but you're literally bragging about it on social media, and I see you face to face. And that's one thing I do want to say. I see the new trend now on social media is you take somebody's life or do something to somebody and you brag about it on social media, so you smoking them or you taunt the family, but people don't understand the pain that they really putting in behind these people. Like, prime example, the guy Tuka and all that. Can y'all imagine this man mama and his father to have to see this and to see that it's going worldwide? People don't look at stuff like that, and it's sad because people nowadays praise the killers, which is crazy. It's insane, bro. And I'm really hoping that, the father come home, and I'm pretty sure, he will come home and his GoFundMe will be filled up, because at the end of the day, bro, he just a father that's hurting, bro. But I really hope he stay out the way, and I really hope that this don't affect this case, because they're trying to say that right now the guy that's arrested for it, or the guy that was arrested for it, he said it's self-defense, which I don't really understand, because the videos, they said the video shows him pulling out a firearm and shooting 3 people, which I don't know. The whole situation is just crazy, man. But hey, man, prayers to this father, prayers for our youth, bro, and hopefully this situation end up ending the way, or whatever's meant to be done, man, because I couldn't imagine being in this situation. And I understand that, bro, that pain never goes away, and it's just a lot of pain, a lot of healing, and that's gonna be like some lifetime trauma that they'll never be able to get away from, which is sad, man. But give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below, and let me know how y'all feel about it. And let me know, do y'all feel like the father is wrong for putting his hands on a little kid? Do y'all feel like the kid is wrong? Do y'all feel like this should start happening more? Do y'all feel like there's not the way to go about it? Do y'all feel like this will affect the case? Just let me know how y'all feel about all this down below in the comment section, and let me know how y'all feel. Y'all already know who it is. It's Lucas J. Thank God for another day, man. Y'all be safe. I love y'all. Christ loves y'all so much more than I ever will. And yeah, I'm out, man.